are you guys? Good to see you.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, so today, guys, jealousy in relationships. So we ran a poll on our community page asking, will jealousy in relationships ruin the relationship? And without question, 100% of you said yes.
Yeah, and for those of you who don't know, I'm Shauni.
And I'm Mondi. So yeah.
And we've been married for 10 years.
That's right.
Okay, so it'll ruin relationships if you don't use it in the right way, I would say.
Use jealousy in the right way?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good one. Let me hear about that one. How do you use jealousy in the right way?
Yeah, you can use it. Okay, so there's good jealousy and bad jealousy.
Okay.
Right? Now,
Okay.
most of the time, when people think of jealousy, they think of it in a bad way.
Yes.
Right? And most of the time, that's true.
Okay.
But it can be used in a good way. There can be good jealousy. Okay, for instance, right? So you're in a relationship with somebody, right? And they are, let's just say, losing weight, right? They're getting their bodies in shape. They're lifting weights, toning up. You get what I'm saying? You are like, okay, wait a minute now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And not necessarily, like for me, I know, not necessarily the fact that I think that some chicks is checking for you, checking for somebody. That's not the deal, you know, because you have been, you know, weighty and muscly and stuff before. You're getting back there. You're getting back there. And so now when he started lifting weight and I start to see the muscles, I'm like, oh, wait a minute now. Got a little bit of. Right.
So I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
You use it as a motivator.
Yeah, use it as a motivator.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like, and so when I saw you, I was just like, hold on now.
I got you.
You ain't better get fine without me.
I see.
I know I need to lose 2, 3, 60 pounds.
2, 3,
2, 3, 60 pounds. You ain't finna leave me behind, doggone it. You know. So it's almost so. Like I said on the shorts and in TikTok and things like that. Jealousy is basically you feel like you're lacking.
You're lacking in something.
Right? Jealousy is a thing where you feel like somebody's got something that I don't have. And I'm feeling a type of way about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that can be good, like sometimes like in a relationship or with friendships and things like that, because you can use that to motivate you.
I get it. I'm with you on that.
To, you know, go to a better place in your life. You get what I'm saying?
I totally get what you're saying. But then on the other hand, there's the bad way, right?
Yeah.
You know, where a person is, you know, using it in a negative sense, you know, and it's allowing it to dictate how the relationship is going. It, like we talked about on our last videos, we talked about that controlling behavior, because you can be jealous of a person and how they're dressed or how they're moving up in life. You know, they get a promotion and you're stuck in your job, or they're earning, you know, more money, or, you know, they're making themselves look good. They're, like you said, working out, all those things, and then they can take that to mean like they're gonna find somebody else.
Could be. And see, like, I think bad jealousy, when you think of that, like good jealousy brings out the best in you, right? It brings out the best in people, right? So it kind of, they're jealous, like, dang it, I'm jealous of that. But you're not looking at it as, oh, I'm jealous, you know, like it doesn't anger you. You get what I'm saying? It just makes you feel like, dang, I need to step my game up.
It's that
you know what I
competitive
mean?
nature.
It's that competitive nature, right?
Yes.
And it can be used to make yourself better, you know. But that bad one, it brings out the worst in you.
It does.
It brings out the worst in people in relationships. You get what I'm saying? Because that thing can go all the way from sabotaging your relationship all the way up to freaking violence.
Yeah.
Jealousy, that bad jealousy. You get what I'm saying?
And talking about sabotage, it reminds me, and I don't know if you want to share it here or not, but, you know, you mentioned to me one of the first things, not the first thing, but when we first met, you talked about how someone in your past was jealous of you, how you were starting to move up. You were on eBay, and they cut your cord to your laptop so that you couldn't work.
Yeah.
And, they did all kinds of sabotaging things to keep you from moving up.
Keep me from moving up,
Yeah, so I don't know if that's...
I'm mind sharing guy. Listen, I'm an open book. People that have nothing to hide nothing. Okay, remember that. People that have nothing to hide nothing, right? And so I'm an open book. But yeah, there was a situation that I was in, a relationship that I was in. Mm-hmm. A relationship where he was paying all the bills. Okay, then people wonder why women want to make their own money and want to boss up because it's this situation like what I'm talking about right now. Mm. They was making their own money and they was wilding. I mean, and they was paying all the bills, so they was wilding. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And sometimes when people are paying all the bills, they feel like they have the advantage and they can do whatever they want to do.
Right.
Not with me, you can't.
So what I did, my mom had this eBay kit. I was looking for, something to do to make money. Mm-hmm. And this was back.
Before eBay was popular.
Before it was popular. And my mom bought this eBay kit. I don't know, probably must have been off TV or something. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And she was like, I bought this eBay kit where you can sell stuff. You can sell used stuff online. And I said, I got a camera, but I don't really want to mess with it too much. Where I said, hand it here. Hand it here, Miss Kitty. And I took that and I sold a couple of pairs of used shoes that I had. Mm-hmm. I think I might have got $15 a piece for them. I was like, wow. So me, being the enterprising person that I am, I took that and, and parlayed it.
Branched off into other stuff.
Right? Oh, we saw that we was making money over here and we start feeling some type of way on the other end of the situation, okay? Yeah. And, you get into it. You know how people get into an argument with you just so that they can cut up?
Right. Looking for an excuse.
Looking for an excuse to really cut up. It was that, right? So then it went in there, just cut my computer cords up. And this was purposely. And this was purposely so that I could not make money. Yeah. And this was purposely so that I could not be empowered.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? But being the enterprising person that I am, I got another one.
Exactly.
I made some calls, I hollered at my people, and I got another one. You get what I'm saying? But jealousy does that kind of thing.
It does that kind of thing to you, and it prevents you from... You could be jealous over the dumbest stuff, and a simple conversation could solve all of that.
Yes.
I mean, most people don't want to talk and say, hey, this is how I'm feeling. This is what you're doing is making me feel this way. Yes. And you can find out if it is what they're doing, or if it's just something with you inside that's dealing with insecurities. And generally, it's an insecurity that the other person has.
All the time, it's an insecurity.
Yeah.
Jealousy is an insecurity.
Yeah.
All the time, it's an insecurity. You feel like it's a lacking of something inside of yourself. I'm sorry. Let me get a little. I'm a little parched. But anybody can sabotage it. Like jealousy, people sabotage a lot of jealousy too. Like that situation that I was telling you about. I talked on one of the videos that we have, the Toxic Relationship series. Check that out if you haven't seen it. Jealousy, I talk about people sabotaging, and it can be subtle. Like, like people, like I said, one of the things I think I said on there was when somebody's trying to lose weight, and then the person that you're with, like, you want some ice cream or you want your favorite takeout. You know what I mean? Yes. Knowing that you are trying to lose weight. You get what I'm saying? It's subtle sabotage.
And then there's another type of jealousy, too, that a person will engage in to make the other person purposely feel jealous because they're lacking in something that they're getting. So they could use a friend, against them, like, hey, talking about what their friend has, or use a friend to go out with them and stay on the phone with the friend, texting with the friend. May not be anything to it, but it's done to make the other person jealous because they're lacking in something that they're not getting in their relationship.
Yes, indeed. And also another thing, belittling, right?
Absolutely.
People will belittle you. They will. I was watching something. I don't know what it was. I think it was TikTok or Instagram. Something. And so they will belittle you and they will beface you. I was like,
Belittling.
something about when your ignorant auntie try to give you. Like what?
Oh, now why they talking about auntie like
Y'all
that?
ain't gotta do that. Y'all wrong for that.
Auntie, she tried.
But it was funny though. But people will try to put you down, right?
Yes.
Call you names. Take what you're trying to do with your life and spin it. What you doing that for? That's stupid.
Yes.
Why would you do something like that? That don't make no sense. You get what I'm saying? You gotta watch that too, because sometimes people will take that and kind of try to press you down.
Yeah.
And keep you from moving forward. You get what I'm saying?
I get it. There's always something underlying when it comes to jealousy.
Yeah.
There's insecurity on the person's part, a lacking in some way. They're not getting something that they want, or they just want to make you jealous.
Yeah.
Because they're feeling some way about you.
Bully mentality.
Bully mentality.
Yeah.
And they just want to make you feel jealous. A lot of times you get guys who will engage in that kind of behavior if the girlfriend is not giving them something. So if the girlfriend is not doing what they're doing, what they want or what they expect in a relationship, she'll give it to me. Old girl will do it for me.
Oh, that's another way to use jealousy. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, man, it comes in so many different forms. It's manipulation, right?
That is absolutely manipulation. Yeah. But it also is jealousy too, because I was like, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
If you are sitting up, oh, this girl will do this, or this, my friend will do this, or da 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 da, knowing that your partner might get jealous. Yeah, I didn't even think about it like that.
It's like a way to control the situation.
It is.
It's another form of
Control
control.
and manipulate. Again, we have a toxic relationship series that talks about control. Listen, we talk about a lot of stuff in the toxic relationship series, and we talk about subtle things that people might not notice. Because sometimes you get caught up in a toxic situation, a jealous situation, a manipulative, controlling situation, abusive situation, and you don't even know.
Yeah.
You don't even see it coming. You don't even know the signs, because sometimes it's so
subtle. It's so subtle.
They started off so little. You get what I'm saying?
And it could be, a thing where you're like, oh, he just cares for me, or she just loves me like that. She just looking out for me, or that kind of.
Sometimes
excuse it away. You can easily
sometimes,
excuse it
but
away.
don't be fooled, because we give you some signs.
You just have to watch it.
Check that.
Sometimes, like you said, check it.
Yeah, check that toxic relationship series out, because sometimes it's love, sometimes it's control.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
You gotta look for the signs.
You gotta look for the signs. Okay. Here we go. Another,
You parched today, ain't you?
I am. I ain't get all my water in today. You see, usually I do a half a gallon at least of water per day. But another thing too is people get jealous, and I know this is a lot with men, which something like what we was talking about earlier. But when the person that they're with is making more money than them, like the person in a relationship is making more money than them, it happens all across the board. But a lot, I noticed it. I noticed it more often with men, right? And I'm just like, this is a situation where we should be
coming together and feeling good that we bringing more money into the house.
correct. That's my thought process about the whole situation.
Yeah. But for guys, how it can come across to them is like, we don't have a lot of things to express our power in a relationship unless we're domineering, and coming across as, you know, controlling or whatever. So one of the ways we feel a sense of accomplishment and the feeling of a sense of self-worth is the money that we bring in. And if your partner is bringing in more money than you, for some men, it could lead to an insecurity with them.
Yes, but also too, I find that in particular, a lot of guys are used to using money as a way to say, hey, I'm paying all the bills, so you as the woman, or, you know, if you're in a gay relationship, you need to be doing everything else
Right.
around the house. You get what I'm saying? I bring in the money, I pay the bill, so you need to do everything else around the house.
Yeah.
And then when the partner is working or bringing in just as much as or more money than, or just working, you know, just as many hours as they working, they need some help.
Sure.
Okay, and so now the man feels like now that you're doing stuff around the house, woman's work. You get what I'm saying? They start to feel weak.
Yeah.
You know, like a little weakness. Like, I'm doing woman's work. I'm like, no, ain't no. Did you do it before you had a woman?
Exactly.
You washed your own clothes, cooked your own meals, made sure all your stuff was straight before you even had a woman. So is it the woman? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That is woman's work, or is it that you feeling a type of way and you don't want to help? Because when you help a woman, the fact of the matter is, when you help a woman, when you're showing her that she is appreciated, when you help around the house, help with the kids, you're showing her that she's appreciated.
Yeah.
And when you appreciate us, we appreciate you.
Yeah. A lot of people.
If you know what I mean.
A lot of people get caught up in the stereotypical gender roles. Thank you. The stereotypical gender roles. You know what I mean? And that's not. And that's if that's what you like, that's fine.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to, you know, play the stereotypical role of let's just say you're the wife or the partner in a relationship, and you want to be the housekeeper, maintainer.
Yeah.
That's your role. You
Yeah.
feel good in that. You feel a sense of accomplishment in that. And there's nothing wrong with that. And then you want your guy to be the provider.
Yeah.
The problem is that, you know, when you go into relationships, not every person is like that. Not
Yeah.
every person wants to be assigned a certain role. And so, you know, you wind up looking for guys who are a certain way, certain way. And then, yes, I'm the provider. This is what I do. And there's nothing wrong with that. Again, if that's what you like to do, that's what you like.
Yeah.
But in this day and age, people have to be more adaptable. You can't be so stuck in a role.
Yes.
Because there's going to come a time where something may change. Something may happen. The provider of the relationship might get hurt.
See?
Now what happens?
Now what?
You know, you're stuck at home. You can't do much. All you can do is walk around. Who's going to clean up? Now the wife has to go out and clean.
Or might lose
work or whatever.
Might lose his job.
Might lose your job. Now what? Are you going to stay stuck in that role, or are you going to adapt?
Right. So, because I wish I might, if you lost your job, I gotta work, take care of everything, and come home and do everything.
Yeah.
Like everything.
That'd be great.
And I don't mind doing stuff. I come home, I do stuff because I understand that it's hard work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I listen, believe me, I understand that it's hard work for a woman with kids and running after them doggone kids and laundry and food and keeping stuff straight and keeping the house clean and having to go here and having to go there and take care of this and take care of that. It is difficult.
It is.
All right, so I wouldn't mind, like, if you lost your job, I wouldn't mind coming home, doing stuff, helping out, cook a meal, whatever. But I come home and you ain't got no job, and I come home and you ain't did nothing. I got to do a full-time job and come home and do everything.
As soon as you walk through the door, hey, can you pass me that remote?
You bugging. You full-time bugging right now.
So basically what we're saying, guys, is you have to be adaptable. You can't be stuck in a gender-specific role because something in life will change that'll throw all that off.
Absolutely.
You know, one person, like you said, one person will get hurt. You know, or one person will change their mind and decide, I don't want to do this anymore. Then now what? Now what? You're stuck in a role where you want to be one way, but your partner is like, I want to explore something different.
Yeah, honey, see now that's a whole nother set of problems, boy. When you're not open minded, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
See, the point we're trying to make, man, you gotta be open minded.
Yes.
Okay, you have to be able to move and shake. See, relationships fail a lot of times because people don't want to adapt. People
Nope.
don't want to compromise.
Nope.
People want you to be exactly the same
Mm-hmm.
as you were when they met you.
Yes.
And the fact of the matter is, people that want to accomplish things in their lives,
Yes.
people that want better for their lives, they change.
Change. You have to.
You have to.
Nothing in life stays the same.
Nothing. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So please get a mindset.
Mindset.
A mind concept that you have to be able to be adaptable and
Yeah.
communicate with your partner, and y'all work on compromise.
Sure.
Now, that jealousy thing can also turn to danger.
Ooh. Danger,
Violence.
danger. That's an extreme form of jealousy, right?
Oh, yes.
But we've seen it. Actually, my sister experienced that. Her ex was an extremely jealous person. He was so jealous to the point where he was moved to violence, and he would often hit her.
Yeah.
And it took one of his relatives to step in and during it's hard to even think about.
Wow.
But it was one of those moments, one of those nights where he just had enough and stabbed him. And that was it.
Wow.
And he died.
Wow.
But he was an excessively violent person.
See?
Nice person when he wasn't violent.
Wow.
But when he wasn't being jealous, but when he was jealous, it was an extreme thing. And that's living proof of that. Seeing that happen. And that's not a good thing.
That's not a good thing. I've
Yeah.
seen plenty of violence in relationships. I had a situation. I didn't have violence because I will fight. You know, get what I'm saying? Like,
You're a fighter.
you get what I'm saying? I
Right.
will fight. I ain't beyond it. I've done it plenty of times. I ain't beyond it. I am proud. I'm past it now. I'm trying to be, past it in my lifetime. But push come to shove,
Yeah.
I will fight. And I have been in a situation where, I've been in a situation and somebody, the person they had a bottle, right? Drunk, had a bottle. And he said, I cut your, backed me into the wall and said, I cut your throat. I said, do it. Do it. I bet you won't do it.
See?
Your life will end today. Do it.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And I talked to my mom. I talked to my mom about it. I said, girl, you could have got killed.
True.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I don't know. There's something in
Sometimes
me.
you got to stand up to a.
Well, see,
to
it's
a
just
bully
something
like that.
in me that is just a natural fighter.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And I wasn't scared. It pissed me off is what it did. You get what, how dare you?
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Now, you might whoop my behind, but you gonna know I was there. At the end of the whole situation, you gonna know I was there.
There are a lot of people who are living with violent situations.
Yeah.
Right? Where people who are jealous and they take to violence, and that's usually not usually, but that is their first resort is to violence.
Yeah.
Typically it's the woman who will be the victim
The
of
recipient.
it. The recipient.
Yeah,
of
but
it.
what I've heard too, a lot of times that a lot of gay guys
Mm-hmm.
and gay women also struggle with this whole
See,
thing too.
that's it's a horrible thing, guys, if you're dealing with that.
Yeah.
And there's helplines that you can go to secretly and get help for those things.
Yeah.
There are definitely organizations out there that'll help you with that. Anybody struggling with that, dealing with a partner who's violent in that way, there is a way out for you.
And save. Get a coin or two, or save some
Yes.
coin. If you are down to let you have no money, save every bit of change that fall out their pocket.
Yes.
Okay?
Mhm.
And figure out how to move you, and if you have children, up out of that situation. Plan.
Yes.
You get what I'm
Gotta be
saying?
planning.
Plan to get out of that situation because
Yeah.
folks can be dangerous.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? I mean, it can get really ugly, but what you want to do is realize before it gets to that point
Yes.
that a person has jealous tendencies.
Mm-hmm.
And listen, sometimes, like we were talking about earlier, sometimes it comes off as cute.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you always, I want you here with me. You know what I mean? I want to spend more time with you. Sometimes that's cute.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's good. But sometimes you got to look out for those signs. And like I said, look at our toxic relationship series. The whole series, because we talk about
Full of nuggets.
little things that you may not notice.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? In toxic relationship that
Yeah.
you can't miss.
Yes.
Because if you miss these things, you find yourself in a bad situation and wondering how you got there.
Yeah. Or you'll excuse them.
Yeah.
You know.
Because you love them.
Yeah. You'll see them, but you'll excuse them because you love them,
Uh-huh.
or because you don't take them seriously.
Yeah.
But they are little things that will build up over time. And the last thing you want to do is allow those things to build up to the point where they get comfortable enough to move to the next phase of jealousy.
Boom. Hit it.
Hit it.
Yeah. Ugh. Ugly.
Ugly, guys. That was a tough one, man.
That was a tough one. But guys,
But they need to know. And
yeah, they need to know. I mean, you listen, like I said, save up every doggone coin
Yes.
that you can get your hands on.
Yes.
And, find out how to slowly move out of the situation because it will not get better.
Yes.
It won't. It won't.
Yeah. And I
You know
think
what I'm saying?
the other thing that we didn't talk about when it comes to jealousy is them cutting you off from your friends and family.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Anytime you get a person who's cutting you off from your friends and family, that's not a good sign.
Yeah.
That's a sign that they are wanting to, control the situation, control you.
Yes.
And that could lead to, more aggressive behavior.
Yeah, and then when he says cut you off, right? Nobody will say stop talking to your mama, stop talking to your friends. What they'll start to do is like, dang, you always talking to them. I can't never get any time with you. You always talking to this person. You always over their house. It'll start off like that.
Very subtle.
Okay? And then it'll move to more aggressive forms of, get out the phone. Now, every time I'm here, you out the... See what I'm saying? It'll start off little, and then it'll start get more and more aggressive. So you got to watch that. Jealousy is real, and jealousy can become dangerous.
Yeah, guys, and I think that was a great point. We're going to leave it right there. We want you guys to leave a comment in the comments box below about anything you heard, thoughts, ideas, whatever it was. We want to hear from you. Let us know what you think.
Yes, guys, and we will see you next week. Same time, same place, 8 p.m. sharp.